Hey howdy hey, how is everybody doing, and welcome back to Disney Daily. Ursula the Sea Witch, a powerful fashionista with a plan to take over Atlantica and overthrow Triton. But what was her story before she became a sinister villain? In today's video, we are going to discuss two backstories about Ursula, and I will attempt to tie them together with my own theory. My theory is a pretty fun one for the imagination, so try to stick around to the end of the video. Now let's get started. Did you know that King Triton and Ursula were in fact brother and sister? In the extended version of the song Fathoms Below, sung by the sailors in the opening scene, the sailors explain to Prince Eric that Ursula is related to Triton and that she was banished. Ron Clements, who was the co-writer and co-director of The Little Mermaid, explained that the scene was cut to simply get into the story quicker. Now, I don't know about you all, but I wish they had kept the original version of the song because it gave some insight into the Sea Witch's background. Now, since the scene was deleted, the sibling relationship between the two was not made clear in the final version of the film. This has led to the debate of whether the idea was kept canon in the franchise or not. Now, this next origin tale gives some more insight into Ursula and definitely complicates things. Some of you may not know, but in 2000, The Little Mermaid 2: Return to the Sea was released straight to video. This film not only introduced Ariel's daughter Melody, but also introduced Morgana, who was the younger sister of Ursula. We learned that one of Morgana's motivating factors for overthrowing Triton was to finally be better than Ursula. In the song Gonna Get My Wish, which was cut, we learned that Morgana was always second best in her mother's eyes and could never quite measure up to Ursula. So these two backstories give us some insight, but as you can see, complicate things. So which one is it? Is she Triton's sister or Morgana's sister? Well, this next part will be my theory to try and make these two stories coincide. And again, I want to reiterate, this is my theory, so it is just make-believe. In my version, Vanessa is the human version of Ursula and Morgana's mother. Vanessa was branded as a witch by those on land due to her dark magic, so she was banished from land to the sea, where she became the sea witch version of herself. This ties in why Ursula becomes Vanessa and not an Ariel lookalike or any other human girl for that matter. She made herself into the human version of her mother in order to pay homage to her late mom. Now, continuing with my story, once Vanessa was in the ocean, she fell in love with Poseidon, who we all know is the god of the sea, and the two would eventually have Ursula. Poseidon and Vanessa were happy for a short time before Vanessa tried to convince Poseidon to dabble in dark magic. After this, Poseidon would then banish Vanessa, for he believed her powers were evil, just as those on land did. Although he would no longer be with Vanessa, he continued his relationship with his daughter Ursula. Eventually, both Poseidon and Vanessa would have new love interests, which is how we ultimately got Triton and Morgana. Ursula had two very powerful parents, which also explains why Ursula's powers are way stronger and more powerful than Morgana's. Additionally, I believe that Ursula was just misunderstood, and Triton ultimately didn't trust her because of what he knew about her mother, so he banished her from Atlantica. Now that concludes the video for today. I hope you guys liked the end of it with my own little twist to the Little Mermaid tale. Today's question is going to be, who is your favorite character from the Little Mermaid? And please leave that in the comments down below. As always, thanks for being my guest here at Disney Daily. Until next time.